Alright guys, so we just got our first order of the day. We got our Margherita Pizza and a Bianca. I'm going to have you guys watch along here as I'm making them for the people who are going to be coming in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to put that in there. Now I got to throw out here. This is our 48-hour dough. Now, since we're in the bus, I'm not in a pizza shop. My space is a little limited. So normally I'd be doing this on a marble counter, but because we're here, I make it right on the actual peel, which is like a no-no in the industry. But for what we're doing here, it comes out amazing, and it works better for our system. So we take our dough and we're going to stretch it out. This is going to be the Bianca. This is our white pizza. Okay, Bianca has mozzarella, ricotta cheese, pecorino romano, and also Parmesan. It has our garlic aioli that I make from scratch. It's something we do that no one else has. So here's our pizza. So I put it right out here on the peel because of our limited space. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Alright, so now I'm going to take my garlic aioli, which I use my spoons, and I go through about 25 pounds of this a week, guys. I make this with olive oil, garlic, and I can't tell you the rest. And we just spread it out over here because this is going to cook and spread as the heat hits it. It spreads throughout the pie and it makes perfect consistency. Here we go with that. So this is one of our top sellers. Between this, actually this and the works, I think, right, eh? What do you think?
Yeah.
It's been like the works, and then the Margherita too. But for some reason, man, people love it. Which this is my favorite one, actually. This is my favorite pizza. Here, and that's enough to spread it out, and that's going to bake through. You don't want to put too much because it's going to get too oily and too greasy.
Right.
So we can't do that. Right, so there we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. Then I go with the ricotta cheese right after that. And we're going to spread that. See that? You just take the spoons, that way you don't have to touch it, make a mess. Take the two metal spoons, you crisscross them. Just like that, like that. If you think I'm good at pizzas, you should meet at Real Estate. Anyway, there's that. Right? On the side here. Put these aside here. Keep everything nice and clean, right? So I'm going to put this right back in the cooler. I like to clean as I go. I don't like messes. You can probably tell by the way everything looks in here. And over here, we have our Parmesan and Pecorino Romano mixed. And now we're going to put our mozzarella. This is our grande cheese. We use grande mozzarella. Probably one of the best cheeses on earth, actually. And then we top this off with pesto once it's all done, which I'll show you guys in a second. Of that, and this one's going to go right in the oven. I'm going to get behind me so you can get a video. Right. This one's going to go in. Yeah, that one's in. Now I'm going to make the margarita. Again, I'm going to start shaping it in here just to get the basic shape made. That way it stays round. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to get all the semolina and the flour off. Bring it back over here. Now I'm going to push in the center, get the air in the outside. Push it to the back, flip it over, do the same thing. This, okay? All the air is going into the outside for the crust. And we turn it around so the top's the top. Then you give it a little pull, get that little bit of a round shape to it. Now, something I do differently than most people, I'm actually going to stretch it a little to get the size out of it. So I can guide it with my left hand, and I pull it with my right hand. Guide it with my left hand, pull it with my right hand. Guide it with my left hand, pull it with my right hand. Okay, just like that. And then lay it down. Okay? Now this is laid down. shape it. Now I'm gonna go take a look at the one in the oven. Let's go take a look at that, guys. Take a look. See that there? It's still not ready to turn, but I'm just gonna get under it. We're gonna take a look at the bottom, make sure it's cooking properly. Everything's good there. It's in the mix is going. Now we're gonna come back and finish this one up. Okay, here's our sauce. This is our San Marzano tomatoes that we grind fresh every day. And that's gonna go in here. And we circle it from the center out. Because the center, you don't want too much left in the center because it gets too watery. Okay, so you take it and you push it out. Because when it cooks, it moves to the center. And you want the center to stay crispy and thin. Okay, so I'm gonna take our cheese mixture. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on there. And instead of using our basil, what I do is I have a basil pesto I make. Because the basil turns brown, it doesn't cook properly, I was gonna put a couple squirts of this on it. So this is the basil, like that. And then I'm gonna put our grande cheese. And this is gonna go. It's gonna go. Is. I'll put a little extra on there, a little more piece in there. There we go. All right, it's good. And it's gonna go in the oven now. All right, this one's gonna go in. And that's it. Both pies are in there. It's cooking away. We're gonna give it a pause and we're gonna come back in a second, guys. Okay, now we're gonna check the pizzas. Bianca went in first. See how it's starting to brown there? We lift it up, we take it around, turn it sideways there, let it cook on the other side. See it's cooking nice and even on the bottom. The margarita still needs some time. I'm just gonna turn it a little bit, it's close to the fire there. We look at the bottom, it's good. Okay, we'll be back in a few. Bianca's just about ready. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna turn the margarita here. The Bianca is just about done. Look at the underside, how golden and crispy that is. So we're gonna pull the Bianca out. We're gonna leave it here for a second, and we're gonna take this and we're gonna set it back into the same place the Bianca was at for our margarita. Okay, and the Bianca is just about done. You see that? All the garlic oil in there. Get your hand down there. All the garlic and oil under there. Alright, this comes out and we're just about ready. We're going to take it, cut it, prepare it. Alright, now we top this off with our pesto. Here's the pesto. Alright, we're going to cut in 6 pieces. Look at that. It's perfect. Little crust on that. Look how it cooks inside. It's perfect. We're good. And there is our Bianca. That's ready to be picked up. Pop those. We're going to set it right here. Now, that's going to keep it warm. Now we're going to look at our margarita. That side's done. We're going to put it over here. Margarita is nice and good, nice and crispy on the bottom. We're going to let it darken up a little bit on the back left and the back of it. We want to let this side here cook a little with the fire. We're going to pull this out, the fire light up a little harder. There she goes. Try to get that side cooked a little. Look at her. A little bit more. Bottom's perfect. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to take her. She's good to go. We're going to hold it up to the top to cook the outside a little longer because the heat's up top there. That stops the bottom from cooking and it'll cook the top of the pizza. Leave her up there. That's about 900 degrees in there. And you see that, how it colored it? Now we're going to bring her out. She's ready to go. Okay? Butter and 6. So crunchy and good to go. Look at the inside of that. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And that is our Bianca and our